Alison and welcome to the Pilates Leeds YouTube site, and here is my March 2020 clip, and I'm bringing the changes a little bit. I'm going to do some chair-based work, partly to put it out there that even if you're maybe confined to a chair some or all of the time, there's still some really valuable exercises that you can do, and secondly because actually to focus for once on the hands and the wrists is a really good idea. So I'm going to start with the gentle and kind of move up to things that are a little bit more strong and involved. So the first thing is the simple mobility of the fingers. So here we go. You can see me from here. I'm just doing the gentlest of the gentle, just curving through the joints to mobilise the fingers. And you can feel as you go down your hands that it's just that little bit trickier because we're not as able often in the fourth and fifth finger. You can also go from the thumb to the crease like that, and that's more for dexterity, and you can do different speeds, or you can different order of fingers, and that's a real coordination challenge actually. For strength for the fingers, you can press like this, and you have to just be aware you're not overworking in the shoulders, so shoulders out the ears and press through those fingertips. So that's going to fire up the fingers, but all up through the arms as well. Another way to strengthen the fingers is to do this previous exercise, but pressing strongly through your fingertips. So that's sort of strength and mobility for your fingers. Here's some slightly different ways to strengthen up. I'm going to have to just lean down and get my props here. So the first one, you need an elastic band. So you've mobilised the hands kind of that way, in that plane of movement. But here's a way to work the fingers pressing that way. So if you put your fingers around an elastic band like that and press out, so you can get the strength, sort of outward strength through the fingers, and you can do, if you wouldn't want to do this for long because it'll, it can grip the fingers, can't it? But you can press out like that between the second and the third and fourth, fourth and the fifth, or all of them. So for this, and you can add the thumb, so you can, it's quite tiring, but I'd maybe do 5 repetitions of each of these kind of combinations. Remember to breathe, and of course remember to do both hands. So that's the spreading out of the fingers. There's also the companion piece, which is the squeezing in of the fingers, and the thing you can use is just, well, I've got a face cloth. Okay, so again you'll go second to first to second, second to third, third to fourth, but I'm going with the second and third fingers, and just use the cloth there to squeeze the fingers together. Make sure you don't curve, so the fingers are straight, and you can sort of pull on the bit to get a little bit more purchase through that. And you'll notice a really big difference as you go to the fourth and the fifth. They're much less strong, so you get much more benefit of doing this exercise. So that's strength work for the fingers. I want to kind of look at the wrist now. So the first thing to do is just make a gentle fist, and up and down. Be aware you don't over grip, but you're still making a fist. So fists up and down, and then a little bit trickier, you want to go side to side. And you can indeed go round in a circle. You can possibly see that it's not so fluid as I do that, and change direction. So really good for opening up the wrists. And then a wrist stretch exercise. You want to, now this is a bit trickier, but straighten the arm. You can do this with a bent elbow though, and you press through the fingers and the thumb, don't miss the thumb, and there's the stretch through the wrist. Now this is particularly good if you're typing or using a mouse of a computer, just to get that stretch. And see if you can hold that and breathe and relax out of your shoulder blades, and hold for 30 seconds, and of course do it on either side. So lastly, something extra for the strength, I'm just going to lean down and get you this. Now this is out and out grip strength. Now I've got a special kind of squeezy ball, but a tennis ball would do. Ideally a little bit of give in it. Tennis balls are decent size. Anything bigger So the spiky massage balls I use in class are a bit on the big side, but tennis ball would be okay. And squeeze and release. Make sure you want both. Do both hands, squeeze and release. And have that coming really from the hand. It's so easy to sort of almost try and use the whole body, but you want to be able to get the grip strength and stay tall, stay relaxed in the body and stay breathing. And the last thing is another strength exercise, also for the wrists. So now I've got an exercise band that I've just rolled up. But I think you could probably try it with a dressing gown belt or something like that. Anything, or to be honest, you could try with a very small towel or even a couple of dishcloths. In fact, it's often referred to as a kind of wringing the dishcloth exercise. So you are putting the structure that you're going to twist in front of you, and there you go. So hence this wringing out a wet cloth. So there will inevitably be some work going on in the arms and the shoulders, but mostly the wrist. Again, try to avoid curving forward. Sit tall, breathe. And 5 one way, 5 the other. Then turn the fabric or the Dynaband through 90 degrees. Hands stacked, twist, twist, twist. And then the other way, hands stacked. So this is great for strengthening up the wrist. And if you do all the combos, you'll make sure you get both hands equally. So that's it for wrist and hand work. I do hope you find it useful. Cheerio. Hi there. I do hope you found this clip useful. We've got plenty more on the site, and for now I've suggested another one for you to watch. If you want to know more about what we do in Leeds, then do visit the website at pilates-leeds.com, and right now you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and we can do this all again next month. Cheerio!